A winch is only as effective as its operator. In the hands of someone with experience, a winch can recover a vehicle from even the most difficult sections of trail. Winches are designed for static recovery situations, which means they are not intended for any shock loading or sudden forces found in dynamic recovery situations. Tight, rocky sections of trail like this area here are good examples of where a winch comes in handy by offering slow and precise movement to help protect undercarriage components.
There's a lot of things that you can use as an anchor. Given our situation, this rock is going to work perfectly for us. There's other things you can use as well, like another vehicle or possibly a tree. Whenever you are working around vegetation, you want to make sure that you don't do any damage to it. So if you are using a tree as an anchor, make sure you use a rated tree strap. This prevents from girdling the tree and essentially killing it. Right here we've got some of these branches around, so as I place this strap, I just want to make sure that I don't have any of these branches snugged up under it. When selecting an anchor, it's very important that you pull out enough of the rope so that you're winching onto the bare drum. This is where your winch is actually rated for. If you have more wraps on the drum, your winch is actually less effective than its stated capacity. I've protected against abrasion here. I've got all rated hardware. I take my screw pin D-shackle, I tighten it down, and then I back it off a quarter turn. This way, this isn't going to get too tight during the winching operations. Once I'm ready to connect this, I want to make sure that I hook up. This way, should this hook fail, it's more likely that it'll drive into the ground rather than building momentum and hooking up into the air. Now that I'm all set here, I'm ready to go back down to my winch.
Remember, before you put a load on the winch, always take up the slack in the rope. Once you're back in your vehicle, make sure the area is clear of people and begin winding in your winch. To assist the winch getting you out or over the object in your way, apply enough throttle to help the winch, but not enough to spin your tires. Remember, it's important that the line always remain taut while winching. Once the winch has pulled you clear, it's time to wind the rope back in.
Before handling winch rope, make sure you have a heavy-duty pair of gloves on, and make sure that you maintain at least an arm's length distance from the fair lead. When you're ready to go, give clear communication, and make sure that you use a hand-under-hand method rather than letting the wire rope pass through your hands. This decreases the chance of you getting cut.
If you have to put your hands in the drum, signal to the operator and see that the switch is not near anything that can trigger it. When spooling in the rope, have someone watching how it is laying on the drum. Wire rope especially should not cross over itself under load as it can be damaged. Make sure that you protect rope from abrasion on the terrain and surroundings. If you can snug the hook up to the fair lead, rather than hooking it to a nearby recovery point, you can avoid a kink from forming on the rope.